Hello, selamat petang, pagi ataupun malam. Tak kisah bila korang tengok, sekarang kita sambung expansion pack yang kedua dalam The Witcher 3, iaitu expansion pack untuk Blood and Wine. So, kali ni kita akan jumpa dengan Knight daripada Toussaint in Holloway. Okay. Jadi, kita akan pergi tak jauh, dekat sini je.
We've not got no need for your help.
Have no fear, good man. Our labors shall be done quickly. The prowlers to be banished for good.
Milton, look.
Kita datang daripada arah lain tadi tau.
Geralt!
In the flesh.
Hail, Witcher. Let us go inside and greet you as befits an old friend.
And you, fear not. We shall put an end to the rule of outlaws soon. Found your message on a notice board.
You see, Permainan, I told you. The griffin at White Orchard. I knew that were we only to follow the tracks of its slayer, we would in the end find Geralt.
Milton de Peyrac-Peyran and Palmerin de Lawnful. Good to see you both. Been years. Be assured, we share your joy.
You must forgive us our surroundings. When we pledged to place the village under our protection, the village elder gave us this hut as our lodgings. He swore it is the best hut in the village.
Get involved in some squabble? We discovered that in retreating, the Redanian garrison that left this land still is at the mercy of numerous plagues. A tyranny of bandits, the most onerous among them. These plunderers shall soon descend on this village.
We are both sworn to fight injustice and oppression wherever they rear their heads. The matter does not concern you, of course.
Okay. Kita try jawab nombor 2.
No point fighting bandits. Kill these and others just as bad or possibly worse will come in to fill the void. To cast a blind eye upon the evil. There is no honor in it. Can't stay here to protect these folk from the dangers that come their way daily. Saw what I saw. Heard them urge you to leave these raiders alone. Must have good reason to do that. Do you suggest that should we help, we assume responsibility for...
Geralt speaks wisely. We know neither this land, nor its peoples, nor its customs.
Okay.
How I long...
Soon, my friend, soon. First, let us convey...
Okay.
So fess up. What brings you such a long way? We are to deliver Her Grace the Duchess's message in full, with all due ceremony. For tradition is sacred in Toussaint. All right, fine. Most honorable Geralt, slayer of monsters and all evils nefarious, which prey on the defenseless of this world. Whereas never have you been known to deny help to the innocent, nor leave widows and orphans to fates undeserved. Answer you now our present summons. Free us from the beast which floods our streets with blood, and sows panic in the hearts of rich and poor alike. Come to our aid, Witcher. Thus humbly beseeches you the Star-Crossed City's most gracious protectress, her...
Okay.
Shall you answer her call?
Anna Henrietta really say all that? Word for word?
Well, in point of fact, she said, bring me the Witcher and dare not spare your horses. Only make certain this time he comes alone. The Ducal Chamberlain added the rest. You know how it is.
Yeah, I remember. I might add, be it unofficially, that a hefty reward awaits. Yet the specifics you will need to verify with Her Illustrious Highness. Might be the most fervent request that I take a contract ever. And the most polite. And now we've got all that behind us. I want to hear more about this beast. Some kind of monster? Just guessing. Most assuredly, though no one has caught a good look at it as yet. Our only sure witnesses, the bodies massacred in a brutal, horrid manner.
Look, Some sketches drafted from descriptions given by those who claim they glimpsed the beast. Each quite different. To my mind, these witnesses lie.
How many victims so far?
2. When Her Grace learnt of the second, she discharged us immediately to fetch you, promising grants of land and fortunes in gold, should you answer her summons.
An ill wind blows, Geralt. The beast cannot be tracked. Folks say it wields black magic. Also, both victims were nobly born, and the start of a tourney draws near.
Mentioned a tourney. Why doesn't the Duchess just call it off?
Simply, it is too late. The guests have arrived. The best knights of all lands, relatives of the Emperor. The beast could be a threat to others, not just to Her Grace's subjects.
Got it. Before an aristocrat dies, at best it's a scandal. At worst, a diplomatic incident. Anyone tried to hunt it? Knights errant, for example?
Ha! Many have tried. Baiting, waiting in ambush, but to no avail.
The beast is clever. It evades all traps and attacks of a sudden. It is like a ghost.
An experienced tracker. This is what we need, with knowledge of monsters. In short, we need you.
Beast wields black magic? What makes you say so?
The first victim vanished between bites at a feast. Of the feast-goers, none noticed this. They saw but an open window, then heard desperate cries from the street.
The second killing, similar. A night in a locked room. Servants all about the
Oh,
house.
panjang
Guards all
betul dia
around
punya
the estate.
We have no
That's-
fear of creatures against which sword and shield protect, but of this beast, nothing.
Okay, kita take it.
I sometimes think back to all the contracts I've ever taken from sovereigns. Can't name hardly any where I came out ahead.
You cannot be thinking to refuse.
No. Just struck by a thought. How the Duchess can sometimes be... demanding.
So you accept the contract. Excellent.
We must set off at once. We long wanted this land searching for you.
Ready to go, soon as you're packed.
Then post haste to Toussaint.
To Toussaint.
Tu Toussaint, let's go. Kita pergi mana Toussaint? Smart kan spek mata kita. Rare tau.
Toussaint, the land of love and wine.
Ooh.
Exactly how I remembered it.
You will find Beauclair's changed some these past years.
Walk about when you have the chance. You will see for yourself.
To me, place always seemed straight out of a fairy tale. Knights errant, elven palaces.
You insinuate that we are somehow odd? I shall prove you wrong. This I pledge on the Heron.
Oh. Wih, besar. Nasib dia dengan baik kan. Kita print screen dulu sikit. Ya, kita tengok scene cantik. Hampir kena. Tak lari pula kuda ni. Macam gitu je. Abang Geralt datang. Lari. Baik, tu kena. Kita pasang trap. Nasib baik kita sikit ni. Alright.
Big beast. Tackling it single-handed? None too wise.
Neither is love born of wisdom, Witcher. So, Guillaume, out with it. Which fair damsel inspired you to vow to kill that filth?
The most beautiful among them.
If he wishes to guard her name a secret, he need not reveal it.
You I do not know, sir, nor seem you a knight, yet still I am profoundly grateful, nay, indebted to you for your succor. This trophy, sir, is yours.
A giant this close to human settlements? Strange.
Well, that was no ordinary giant. His name was Goliath, rumored to have been a knight once, but one who broke his vows. For this, the Lady of the Lake transformed him into a wild giant and banished him into the Gorgon Hills.
So he came back down? Why?
Several times each year, hunger chased him into the lowlands. Goliath had killed and devoured.
Okay.
At any rate, it's a tale for more agreeable environs.
I'll take the trophy. Why not? Could find someone who'll pay to buy it. Put up a good fight against the giant. Got experience battling monsters?
None. In Toussaint we mostly chase bandits. But I vowed I'd bring my heart's champion the head of a monstrosity, as the famed Gottfried, known as the Giant Killer, did.
You don't mean to hunt the beast, I hope. The matter's best left to Geralt.
Another challenge awaits me. Yet if Geralt is to hunt the beast, he ought to know. It struck again. The river surrendered a corpse. It washed up in the meander by the cockatrice. Damien Delatour's guardsmen are there already, securing the area.
Securing the area? Better go there now before they trample any tracks, manhandle any evidence.
Set forth, then. I shall ride for the city to inform her gracious magnificence that Geralt has arrived. We'll meet later, near Guillaume's tent at the tourney grounds. I shall take you then to see her grace.
Oh, colour dia cantik vibrant. Okay. So trophy.
Let's go.
Brave kid, Guillaume.
Permainan oversaw his upbringing. Guillaume is his
Mission lagi
kid.
bahasa Witcher. Tuan dok putih, sorry. Okay. Ya, sini macam map baru ni. Dia punya ambience pun agak berbeza.
Can't get used to the way you knights talk, especially how you switch back and forth between flowery and, well, near normal.
We are knights errant in the service of her gracious magnificence.
Eleh.
Here in her name or
Bagi
speak on
signal
her
lain kali.
behalf, we are bound by tradition. No one here. They must have removed the body already.
Let's look around, make sure they didn't miss anything.
Okay, kita tengok sini.
Hobnailed boots, multiple sets of prints. Ducal guard, clearly. Let's see where they went. Walked along the shoreline.
Perhaps the body lay on the bank. I will fell you all!
Got guests. Careful.
Not bad.
Wow. Okay.
On here by the smell of blood. Let's keep looking.
Ni Rodfin dia evolve agak macam sikit
Footprints. See them? And a rut made by the hull of a boat. Left recently, I'd say. Nets were attached here. Dragged some nets onto the bank, then cut them to untangle them. Lot of blood, so the corpse must have been cut up. Quartered, maybe.
It's likely they loaded the body parts onto a boat and sailed off.
Okay.
Gonna dive in, check the other nets. Only blood-soaked scraps left of the victim's clothing. Good quality cloth.
A wealthy victim, correct?
Looks it.
Oh, tu dia.
Silk kerchief, monogrammed DLC. A noble's accessory, clearly. Be nice to know where they took the corpse.
Janganlah pergi. Okay.
What now?
This isn't the site of the murder. We know that. Current brought the body here. Corpse got caught in the nets. Guardsmen pulled it out, put it in a boat and took it somewhere. Need to find out where. I'd like to look at the corpse before it starts to decompose.
The inn. Its patrons must have seen the guardsmen, which direction they took. We should ask there.
Oh, ada penonton.
Seems we've got ourselves an audience.
You think this surprising? The locals will tell the children of children they...
One thing. Found a handkerchief in the water. Monogrammed DLC. Mean anything to you?
Delacroix? It cannot be. Was it he the beast slew?
Seems so. Knew him well?
Long past. We were close friends once, but our paths diverged. He was a man of it.
Foes. You have a lot of them?
He did, but I do not see what that has to do with the beast.
I understand. We can
Let's
talk later.
talk later.
Let's go to the tavern.
I shall have to leave you soon. Return to court.
Barely got back to...
Okay, please where can you begin the case? Alright. So definitely ni adalah map baru. Dan kita ada quest baru juga dekat semua notice board yang berdekatan. Okay, a part of sebelum ni ada dekat sini. Yang kita main sebelum ni Heart of Stone dengan yang main Witcher 3. So yang ni adalah expansion yang baru, Blood and Wine. Okay.
A knight in the service of Her Illustrious Highness knows no rest. In fact, I'd feared I would return too late to fulfill my duty. Yet it seems I've arrived in the nick of time.
Okay.
Come on.
Lambat sangat di jalan. So kita speed up.
Oh,
Terus masuk dalam bar. Okay.
by my troth, could that be the musty scent of fresh pate?
Naught else, Sir de Peyrac-Peyran. I see time has not dulled your senses.
We would be honored if you would join us. Your companion as well.
But why do I not detect even a whiff of crayfish chowder?
No soup today, on account of there being no crayfish. I reckon you've not heard, but all I caught was a corpse. I awoke at the crack of dawn, as I do each day. But when I looked up, I beheld a blood-red sky.
This corpse is precisely why we're here. For the man whom you've invited to join you at the table was summoned from a far-off land by her gracious magnificence. He is tasked with tracking and killing the beast.
We invited 2 men to join us, yet since Sir the Peyran in temperament is more akin to hare than hound, I surmise the other is the hunter. With whom do we have the pleasure?
Name's Geralt.
A humble introduction. You've clearly not tarried long with Sir the Peyran.
Spare us the petty insults. Geralt is a master of the witchering trade. He has questions concerning the beast's last victim.
I was the one to find the corpse. The sun had just risen when I awoke, sat straight up in my bed, looked up.
Okay.
Ask Geralt, please, or we shall be here till winter.
Must have been early in the morning. Went to check your nets and then...
I stepped out of my hut and saw...
By my troth, to the point, man. You found a body ensnared in your crayfish nets. We know this already. What happened then? Did you see anyone nearby?
Aduh.
Did you spy anything noteworthy? Anything at all?
Not a soul around, just me. As for noteworthy... well...
What did you see? But be warned, if I hear the sky was red again...
I saw a head bobbing, eyes bulging, the tongue blue and popped out. Next to it, a hand rocking upon the water.
Got a good look at the body parts?
They gave me such a fright. I bolted to town fast as my legs would take. They had a hard haul. The parts were so tangled.
Alright.
Need to examine the body. Know where they took it?
They ferried it across, then loaded it on a cart and hauled it to a cellar at Corvo Bianco to keep it cool, see?
What?
Jennifer.
Corvo Bianco is Baron Russell's estate. When he learns they've turned his cellar into a morgue, he'll set his hounds on them.
While you were gallivanting about the north, his vineyard was auctioned off.
Bukan.
Who was that? Woman who just left. Didn't see her before. Didn't notice her walk in either.
Doubtless Linnis, the innkeep's daughter. But hold, Geralt, because this is an outrage. Russell's vineyard was auctioned off? Inconceivable.
It is no secret the Baron had gambling debts up to his ears. It finally came time to collect. His creditors auctioned off.
I told Russell he'd get his comeuppance. How long can one throw on past?
Such are the times. Today's knights are pale shadows of the heroes of yore. It's true what they say. God sent them.
So folk think the beast's divine punishment.
Knights have turned their backs.
Why, you insolent...
Let him talk.
The Duchess trades in titles, grants honors to ill-doers. We've strayed from the path.
Don't listen to that nonsense, Geralt.
Yes,
Oh,
the
panjangnya
rebel
dialog
rouses
dia.
have been sprouting up like weeds lately.
Okay.
They say anything else about the beast? Besides it being a messenger of the gods?
The Toussaint are no fools. They seek.
Picky monster.
Alright.
Thanks for the hospitality. Time I examined the corpse.
Corvo Bianco lies a short way from here, near the...
Not coming with? Oh yeah. Duty of some sort calls.
Some sort? Ha! Her Grace bestowed a great honor on me.
A little tempted to ask a few questions, but it sounds like a long
Alright.
Dung boots that visit our town. They
Oh,
come but to
dear
pour wine
fellow,
down their
with
peasant
a
gullets and
fish
start
like
fires.
that, you must have your pick of the ladies.
Oh, take her it all.
Okay. Mana kita kena pergi? Oh, dekat sini je. depan sana. Kita check bar, aku kot ada jual
Oh, dear
map untuk tempat ni.
Normally I
Could replace them with something else.
replace crayfish with fish, I beg you. What?
Okay, kita tengok apa yang dia ada.
Show me what you got in stock.
Dia punya kad. Beli je bro. Lepas tu kita punya meter jual je. Alright. Cannot be sold. Tak boleh jual juga. Event punya item kot. Oh, semua tak boleh sold. Oh ya, betul. Kita tak boleh jual barang kita dekat dekat bar. So, tak semua barang boleh jual. Kalau begitu, kita jual. Kita jual benda tak nak. Yang memabukkan kita jual. Okey, itu saja. Okey, tanya dia.
Got any gossip? Fishermen talking about anything interesting?
Yes, about a Nordling who would replace crayfish with pike.
Asked a serious question.
And the tactless one. I do not eavesdrop on my...
Alright.
Thanks. So long.
Ada masa kita akan
Fish sock like that, you must
main
have
Gwen card dengan dia.
ladies.
For now, kita... Oh, doktor dah tu. Kita pergi ke arah sana.
Be gone from my sight.
Oh. Roach, let's go. Let's go Roach, let's go Roach, Roach. Roach tengah cuba start motor. Oh, tengok tu. Oh yeah. Let's go.
Sounds of a fight. Have to hurry.
Okay, kita jumpa pos.
Damn it. Killer must still be here.
Eh,
Busted ribs, blood from the ears. Took a solid hit. Killed with a single blow.
kesian dia. Dalam tu ya.
In the cellar. Gotta be. Woman from the inn was wearing this coat. Throat torn open by man-like jaws. Man-like, except for long fangs. Massacred by a vampire. Not an Ekimara, though, or a Fletter. Bruxa. Gotta be. Attacker had no trouble knocking over the cart. River muck carried the body in his cart.
Okay. Cuba baca. Ruksa Bestiary. The Dragon, the Cursed One, the Toad Princess. Banyak monster kita jumpa Abaya. Ni baru. Bam-bam. Taker. Jenny of the Wood, the White Lady. Platform painting. Ini dia. Okay. Kita akan pakai vampire oil.
Black blood and moon dust could be lifesavers.
Okay, check inventory kita. Potion kita banyak sangat. Okay. Pakai tu, kemudian oil. Let's go. Tadi kita tak investigate seorang lagi kat luar. Mana dia? Oh, ni dia. Oh, dia ketampung.
Claw wounds from 5 separate claws, spread of a small human hand. Footprints, small bare feet, lead deeper into the cellar, hurled against the wall with great force.
Oh, dahsyat perempuan tu.
Used this to batter down the grate. Took a lot of strength to batter this down.
Oh, anak innkeeper tu ke?
You. Saw you at the inn. I know what you are. Don't know why you killed these people, though. Clearly wasn't for their blood.
Oh, mesti sebab dia orang bunuh kot.
We don't have to fight.
You are wrong.
Oh. Laju.
I cannot let you leave.
Oh. Ouch. Alright.
Killed all these men to get to the body. What was she doing at the table, though?
Mesti ada something. 2 minit.
Stinks. Waterlogged. Both hands amputated. Body was quartered just as I thought. Laid in water for some time. Head swollen, and something took a few bites out of it. Something in the throat. A pouch, bulging with coins.
Unique.
Nilfgaardian florins, from several different provinces. If the murderer did this, means we're dealing with a sentient thinking beast. Body was chopped up after death. Blows struck with great force, but bones sliced through, not crushed. Creature that killed him had long claws, sharp as a witcher's blade. First sank its claws into the victim's heart. No Bruxa did this. third hand. A spare. Except it's clearly not the victims. Guardsmen must have not noticed it as they picked everything up. How's this possible? Still warm. Blood still flowing. Several monster species can regenerate. Never heard of that happening to their severed limbs, though. Or of their limbs seeming completely alive after so much time. Examine the tissue more closely later. Might learn something.
Good deduction.
So, murderer was clearly a monster, but not a Bruxa. But then why'd the Bruxa come here for the severed hand? And who does the hand belong to? Why the hell's it still warm? Now, pouch shoved down the victim's throat. What's the significance? And why was he chopped up into pieces? Lots of questions, no answers so far. Need to know about the other victims. I'll ask Permainan to get me in to see the Duchess.
Okay. So sini dah settle. Dia pun dah meninggal. So kita punya next destination dekat sana. Oh, kita pergi sana just in case. Tak ada apa-apa kat sini. Hey Roach, let's go. Boleh lompat ni tak? Boleh lompat ni tak? Oh, Roach tak boleh lompat. Rasa kita jalan kaki lagi laju daripada naik kuda. Tepat sekali ya. Tinggalkan kuda anda. Terus berlari. Oh, kat depan ni.
Need to speak to the Duchess, urgently.
All right, you scamps. Story's done. Go find your parents.
But the Permainan, what about the story of Rittik and the dragon?
A tale's for another time. But take a good look at the man who stands before you now. This is Geralt of Rivia, the master witcher who lent his valiant hand to the defeat of the giant Goliath.
Master Witcher, is it true virtue always trumps villainy?
Yeah.
Yeah. Virtue always wins.
But the Black Knight, he's a villain and he wins. The cutter of Casteldaccia too.
Moral victory. That's what counts.
Rubbish.
Now, that will do for questions. Go find your parents. Her Enlightened Highness has doubtless arrived at the tourney grounds to watch the battle in...
Lead the way. Who's fighting? Nilfgaardian gladiators?
Close, but not quite. As you'll soon see.
Oh,
someone's gonna fight a Shalmar? With only some bells on its tail to confuse it, slow it down?
Whatever is the problem? The beast is a gift from the Emperor, no less.
This is dangerous. Bells on its tail aren't enough.
I saw a spectacle of this sort at the arena in Neuburg. There, a knight defeated a Shalmar with bells on its tail.
Might have gotten lucky. Shalmar might have been lame. Who knows? Only a Witcher has a real chance against a healthy Shalmar. And that's not even every Witcher. Besides which, releasing a monster that dangerous in front of a crowd? Plain irresponsible. Who's going to fight the beast?
Guillaume, the young man you met.
Yeah. Mentioned he'd promised his heart's captor a monster trophy.
Great love demands great sacrifices.
Let's go.
Oh.
I dedicate my imminent victory to fair Lady Vivian.
Oh. Nama menangi hati Lady Vivian.
It's begun. The fight shall have to end first. We must wait.
Got a bad feeling about this.
Uh-oh.
Damn it.
That is
We
not
have to
good.
help him.
Eh,
Gotta keep it down. Can only tell where we are when it hears us.
Alas, the lightning! The beast heaved its power gun! And down came the Witcher in one mighty pound to give fight to the beast. And the pound! The fate of the beast has been weighed by the gods. The Witcher shall triumph against all odds.
alright. Oh, bahaya. Careful. Oh, dah depan dia.
Its razor strikes belly, eyes wrinkle out, blood transforms into jelly.
Alright. So kita main dengan api je.
The Shelma lies defeated by Geralt of Rivia, master of the witchering trade. Behold, as the last gasps of life seep from the beast.
Master Geralt, do what you must. Finish the deed!
monster's no threat. No need to kill it.
A victor may always show mercy. It is his right. Long live Geralt the Merciful! Pikeman, see to the beast.
Guillaume.
The lad came damned close to dying.
I'm fine. Not hurt at all. Vivian?
Smile as befits a hero and keep silent. Speech clearly pains you. She approaches.
Geralt. We must talk. Vivian.
You shall talk later, in the medic's tent.
Geralt, magnificent, breathtaking.
Your Grace.
We knew that to summon you was a brilliant idea. We are delighted, ravished to have struck upon it.
And I'm truly, honored.
See to our young hero. Hop, hop. For we must make off with Geralt. We should talk. We had been long awaiting your arrival. Had nearly lost hope. Then suddenly, that entrance, so spectacular.
Your Grace. Shale Mars are dangerous creatures, even to knights in full plate armor.
Nonsense. In Toussaint, knights have battled beasts for mere glory since time immemorial. True. Guillaume suffered a few bumps, scars, and bruises, but in return gained eternal glory as he who slew the monster.
What about the crowd? Say the Shale Mar had vaulted into the stands. Would have been a massacre.
Geralt, though we value your fortuitous intervention in the arena, we would remind you your services have been retained, and as shall soon become clear, you will be generously compensated for completing another task altogether.
Your Grace, my contract. I'd like to discuss it.
Naturally, but not here. We shall need Damien. He led the investigation pending your arrival. But wherever could he be? Come, we must find him.
Oh, okay, jom cari dia. Serius lah.
Tell us, have you come alone? Or did Viscount Julian accompany you?
Wish to see Dandelion, Your Grace?
Yes. I mean, no. Yes. But solely to tell him we regret. Yes, deeply regret rescinding the death sentence we so justly handed down upon him. If we could turn back time, we would make certain he sat in a tower till he rotted. No, we would ensure he was broken on the wheel, then drawn, hanged, and quartered. Ah, the very man we would entrust with these tasks. Damien de la Tour, captain of my personal guard.
Your Grace. Witcher.
Greetings. Sorry to have to tell you, but the guardsman handling the last victim's body...
I know already. The creature in the cellar of Corvo Bianco. Was it the beast?
No. A bruxa, a kind of vampire. Not the beast, but tied to it in some way.
You know this how?
Through careful analysis of the evidence, both on the riverbank and at Corvo Bianco.
Do you mean to insinuate the investigation thus far has been sloppy?
Geralt insinuates nothing of the sort. We must listen to him attentively.
Okay.
I examined the body of the beast's last victim. Might have found something. Need to analyze it. A quiet place, that's what I could use most right now. And maybe the help of an alchemist or a mage. Also like to hear all you know about the previous victims. Take it Sir de la Tour is my man for that.
Firstly, call me Damien, please. Secondly, you should know I spoke against summoning you here. I've heard much about you. You bring trouble, or thus far have, always. And we've enough trouble as it is. Yet we are capable of defeating the beast on our own, without an outsider's help. I've no doubt about it.
Damien, we settled the matter of the Witcher's employ some time past. Definitively. Since you have broached it nonetheless, let us discuss Geralt's pay. Are the legends true? Do Witchers usually demand that which you find at home, yet did not expect?
Not quite, Your Grace. Law of surprise, it's something we invoke at times, but rarely. Usually we just take gold.
Disappointing. This law sounds rather romantic. On the other hand, on returning to the palace, we would likely find impatient petitioners or a set of sample fabrics for a new dress. Poor rewards both. I fear you'd not have much use for any of the surprises we are likely to come upon. Thus, we've decided you shall receive the deed to a vineyard, Corvo Bianco, and the sum of coin. You will doubtless consider this adequate. Title to the vineyard shall be given to you at once. Surely you'll need lodgings while you hunt. The coin, however, will be yours only once you have slain the beast.
Lovely, generous gesture, Your Grace. But Corvo Bianco, isn't it the Duchy's temporary morgue?
Is it now? The Chancellery's bungled things again, we fear. Not to be left unsupervised for one instant. Yet, in its mood, a morgue should present minimal problems to a Witcher. What's more, nothing enhances a wine's reputation better than a grim legend.
Thank you, Your Grace. I accept the contract, of course. But as I said before, I'll need some information. How'd it start? Who was the first victim?
Crespi was the first to die. He was famed once for his many glorious tournament victories. Then he grew old, hung up his sword.
Crespi was not loved by the wine merchants. He was ruthless in business and thought to cheat many a time. He asked us for a dispensation from all court ceremonies.
How'd he die? Where'd they find the body?
Quite unusual, the circumstance. He was at a feast when suddenly one of his fellow feastgoers noticed he was missing. The town watch found him an hour later. He had died of wounds inflicted with claws, not a weapon. Blows.
So he died suddenly, but the body was on its knees, meaning someone posed it.
So it seems.
Second
murder. Tell me what you know.
In the city there are certain nooks. No one reasonable ventures there after dark. Ramon Dulac's corpse was found in one such place. With the first murder, terror gripped the city. Its inhabitants grew wary, kept to safe areas. Consequently, news of the second victim came to us from a group of concerned...
Criminals fear the beast? Telling in a way. Take it you've excluded the possibility that Ramon died at the hands of these bandits.
Do you believe me an amateur? Not hands, but claws killed Ramon.
His body was found in the gutter, dressed in nightshirt and cap.
Someone went to a lot of trouble to make him look ridiculous.
It's not out of the question. Dulac had
Okay.
So, first two victims were knights, best years behind them.
The same could be said of the third. Sir Delacroix was wont to claim that in modern...
He made a veritable fortune in the grain trade.
Found a coin pouch on his body. Contained florins dating from various times, hailing from different provinces of the Empire.
Delacroix loved coin, true, but had no patience for numismatics.
Lots of similarities between the victims. All the bodies were found in strange places under extraordinary circumstances. Seems the murderer, whoever or whatever it is, has some meaning to convey.
These were honorable men. We are horrified by the disdain, the disrespect with which they were treated.
Might be the point. From what you say, none was a model of virtue. Ever considered that's what the beast's trying to draw attention to?
All the murdered men were knights who swore fealty to the 5 chivalric virtues. And even if the...
Knights of Toussaint swear fealty to what virtues exactly?
Honor, wisdom, generosity, valor, and compassion.
5 virtues. Why are they so important to your knights?
Strange question.
Your Grace, forgive me. I'm a foreigner trying to understand another land's customs.
You are forgiven. According to legend, the virtues we cultivate were bestowed upon us by the Lady of the Lake. How we truly came to espouse them, none remember. In Toussaint, we believe men of low birth should be simple-hearted and obedient. We expect much more, however. At the time of his dubbing, a knight vows to demonstrate throughout his life.
Alright.
Beast seems to be pointing up moral decay, denouncing it. Victims were all humiliated. Might have been murdered to emphasize their lack of specific chivalric virtues.
Honor compromised by the pillory. Wisdom by ridicule. Generosity by a coin pouch shoved down a throat. It seems to fit, true, though not perfectly.
Can't discount the theory if it's on the lips of everyone in town. Say our reasoning's right. Next murder will be just as showy and denounce the victim's lack of the 4th virtue, valor. We can also assume that victim will be an elder knight.
Let's think. At the moment, all the knights are either at the tourney grounds or in the palace gardens. Our annual hare hunt shall begin there shortly. Have you heard of the custom?
Milton mentioned something. Seemed excited to Hang on. Strange circumstances. A knight advanced in years. The famed cowardice of rabbits.
Could it be that simple? Is Milton de Permainan the next victim?
Milton also knew Delacroix. Told me so down by the river.
Damien! To miss something so obvious. De Permainan, Crespi, Delacroix, and Delac formed a knightly team. It was years ago, but...
They were a team?
They were close friends, tightly knit, and as such earned the trust of our father, the Duke. We often witnessed...
Unlikely to be a coincidence. Beast must know it too. It's a lead, I'm sure. Your Grace, we need to find Milton, immediately.
Rather problematic. You see, the garden entertainments are due to start, and he's disguised as the hare, hiding somewhere, waiting for some tipsy courtiers to find him. The hare's hiding place is a carefully guarded secret.
We must call off the game, at once.
First and foremost, we must remain calm. Damien, order the garden searched immediately, but discreetly. And you, Witcher, follow me. My gardens, my night, A murder is out of the question. I will not allow it. Horses? Ready our horses!
Yes, let's see. Let's ride horses. Huh?
Your Grace!
Susah pakai kain. Kan senang.
What the hell? Why, I should... Your Highness, I...
Mind it doesn't get wrinkled. Onward! Hey! That is silk! Be careful!
Koyak je buka lagi. Be careful, tapi hang letak kat situ, kat bahu. Betul lah. Kesian lagi tu. Agak panjang juga quest kali ni
Your Grace seems right at home in the saddle.
Clear the path! Clear the way, I said!
Okay, quest update. Wah, dahsyat ada punya town ni.
It's here! Just round the corner!
Hurry!
We must go to where the game is being held. The participants must find a unicorn's horn, a golden fish, and a phoenix egg. With these in hand, they can deduce where the hare, Milton, hides.
Mean we need to find those things too?
We've no other option, but time is of the essence, so we shall have to break the rules.
Okay.
On second thought, through here. I shall show you where the hunt plays out. Then we will split up.
Oh, berani betul dia ni.
You will get hold of the unicorn horn and the golden fish. But I nab the phoenix egg. That will be quickest.
Golden fish. Do I need a rod or a net?
Please, Geralt. It's not a real fish. Look there, towards the water. See the lights? The hunters are trying to hook the fish from boats. You must simply dive in and find it.
The unicorn. How do I catch it?
It's terribly skittish, true, but I'm sure you will find a way to earn its trust. It runs around over there, look. The golden fish and the horn both contain things or clues that will help us find Milton. Once you have fish and horn, find me among the other phoenix egg hunters. All clear? Then let's get to it.
Okay.
Truly, to send a witcher against the beast, it's as if one sought to treat the cloud with grain.
So kita kena turun bawah ni. Jauh lah pula.
Master Witcher, here to hunt the beast. You are the famed Geralt of Rivia, are you not?
Dark secrets taste you from a fairy tale.
Golden fish should be easy to spot once I'm under.
What the blazes?
Did someone just dive in the water?
Perhaps the...
Alright. Tunggu dah.
Hey, wait. Stop. It's important.
King Cormorant, sire, accept this offering we bring. Prithee cast upon us your merciful eye and bear before us its secrets.
As the moon is heavenly, when a soul of good or ill repute
A key.
Why, you bomb-botched wretch!
He's ruined the game!
Disgraceful.
Okay. Jalan lagi cepat. Jadi kita kena guna AC. Kita akan tenangkan kuda tu.
Perhaps an apple will work. Or some sweets.
We would not be in this predicament, dear sister, were you still a virgin.
Do you really wish to have this conversation?
Hush, or you'll spook the beast. We shall try the sweets.
Hey, folks. Gonna have to ruin your fun. Sorry.
Who's that?
Almost had it. Come on, stay calm.
Okay.
Calm down. Easy now.
Well, that's hardly fair.
Flagrant cheating is what it is. Sirs, we must teach this scamp some proper sportsmanship.
Listen, I didn't break any rules.
True, he won fair and square.
We were unlucky, that's all. We must try to grab the next clue.
Good job. Alright.
Unworthy. Entirely inappropriate behavior. A complete collapse of social. But your grace. No buts.
If you please, Your Grace.
We do not please. We act out of the highest necessity. All shall be explained later.
But it's against the rules.
I am the rules. Geralt! At last.
Got a key and a clue.
And I've another. Show me yours. Who wrote this drivel? I begin like a groan, hollowed out with ease.
Okay. So ni kita kena buat pilihan. Alright, rasa jawapannya adalah greenhouse.
Let's see. Grown with ease gives us green, right? And mouse with the head of hard cheese. Greenhouse?
You're a genius. Several greenhouses in the gardens, indeed, but only one with a door that locks. The key...
Greenhouse it is then. Let's go.
Let's go. Tepat sekali. So, pilihan ni adalah greenhouse. Kalau yang tak tahu tu, itulah jawapannya.
Wait here.
Oh, dia dah bunuh.
What the
What?
butch?
What was that?
Interesting. Takkan tak lari keluar. Hati-hati. Belakang.
I'm here.
This belonged to you, maybe?
It did, but you may keep it. I've a new one. I do not know you. I've done you no harm. Yet first you butchered a Bruxer who was dear to me. Now you pursue me. Why?
You've killed 4 innocent people, at least.
And you? How many innocents have you cut down?
Alright.
Not here to talk about me.
Yet that is exactly what we are doing. So, did they send you after me? Who are they?
What do you mean, they? Duchess hired me. You've been murdering her subjects.
Is it as simple as that? I would ask you to convey to the Duchess that I've but one victim left, but you'll not get the chance.
Oh, vampire punya. Oh. Alright. Sampai bunuh dia. What?
You are to stay where you are. Regenerate.
I know you're in trouble. I can help.
I'll help myself.
No, he's my friend.
Oh. Siapakah itu? Oh, dia melarikan diri.
Yes, Geralt, it's me.
Regis? You alright?
All is well. All's in order. Wounds such as these heal on vampires in moments. But we've not seen one another in ages, my friend. At least in human terms, that is.
How's this even possible? Last I saw you...
I was a bubbling, shapeless smear, having been rather spectacularly melted into a column of a certain castle. In somewhat better shape now, as you can see. Hardly peak form, mind you, but were I human, folk would think me a demigod, I dare say.
I'm sorry. What happened? It was my fault. Never got a chance to apologize.
No need, Geralt. Bygones.
Okay.
I did not have to join you on that expedition. No.
Miraculous regeneration.
I had help from the one you hunt.
Him?
Not the time nor place for such stories. I suspect...
Local serial killer seems to obey you.
Why do you think I've come? It shall not be easy, as Dettlaff can be rather stubborn.
So that's his name.
You might call it that. Though Dettlaff is... How would you...
Haven't exactly done a great job with that. He's killed one night...
For good reason, I'm sure. Understand, Dettlaff is not some decadent shit.
Okay.
Seem pretty damn sure of that.
I am, because I know him, but... Despite appearances to the contrary, you two are quite alike. You've both noble hearts, yet you both... Remember the year 964?
That was...
Blind fear gripped Rivia, Lyria, and Spala.
Brute of
Kita
Lyria.
lajukan dia.
Read about it.
It fell to Dettlaff, who then found...
Okay.
Vampires rarely help.
You err. He slew it for one reason alone. The monster killed a lad who once, in the street...
Terribly noble of him.
You do not have a monopoly. Vilgefortz melted my body. Dettlaff found... He chose the latter. Regenerated me at no small...
Probably same thing it means to a human. You owe it.
Much more than that. The act itself may...
Always had an overdeveloped sense of...
Each vampire has a unique talent. One they hone over centuries. It's precisely what... In point of fact, he prefers the company of lesser vampires and shuns that of humans.
Anything specific?
How should I say this? Dettlaff doesn't...
Suggesting he's...
I'm suggesting maladjustment can at times breed
Okay.
Gotta find him before something upsets him even more, and I'll...
Well, we share a cause then. Just like...
Not entirely. I mean, when I find him, you know.
I know you've a contract on his head. Yet your true task is to stop...
All in all, sure.
Let us find him. By the time we...
Fine. All right already.
Hear that?
The posse. Knights must have tracked me.
I prefer they not find me here.
I've makeshift quarters at Merlash. See you.
Okay.
Witcher, we flew here as fast as our courses would carry us.
Still investigating. About to inspect this.
Sirs, we must let the Witcher do his work. Milton's
Okay, so quest untuk blood run complete. Right, so kita akan sambung untuk quest terusnya untuk episod yang akan datang. Kita akan buat ni dulu. Kita akan buat quest secondary quest. See you later. Bye.